Welcome back to This Day in Scottish History. I'm your host, Colin MacDonald. Today, we dive into the remarkable life of Captain Bertram Dickson, a pioneer military aviator whose contributions left an indelible mark on the early days of aviation and military history. On this day, 29 September 1913, Captain Dickson tragically passed away near Achnasheen, Scotland, a death stemming from injuries sustained in the world's first recorded mid-air collision. His life, however, remains an inspiring tale of exploration, military innovation, and aviation foresight. Born in Edinburgh on 21st December 1873, Dickson was far from a conventional military officer. His early career saw him assisting Sir Thomas Holdich on a boundary mapping expedition in the Andes, defining the Chile-Argentina border, a feat that speaks to his adventurous spirit. Commissioned into the Royal Artillery in 1894, Dickson quickly displayed his versatility, serving in various foreign offices, including a posting in Van, Ottoman Armenia, where he was tasked with keeping a close eye on geopolitical tensions and Armenian dissidents. This part of his career hints at the possibility that his military work was not just typical officer duties, but could have involved covert intelligence operations. However, it was in the sky where Bertram Dickson truly made his mark. By 1910, he had become deeply involved in the emerging field of aviation, training at the Farman Flying School in France. His dedication earned him his pilot's license in April of that year, making him the first British serviceman to officially qualify as a pilot. Just a few months later, in August, he participated in a major flying competition in Lanark, Scotland, securing a substantial prize for his long-distance flight. But it was during the British Army manoeuvres on Salisbury Plain in September 1910 that Captain Dickson's vision for aviation and warfare took flight, both literally and metaphorically. Flying a Bristol box kite, he conducted what is regarded as the world's first military reconnaissance mission by air, landing behind enemy lines to relay crucial information to his commanders. His aerial tactics caught the attention of some influential observers, including Winston Churchill and Lord Kitchener. As a result, his efforts helped inspire the creation of the Royal Flying Corps, the forerunner to the modern Royal Air Force. Just weeks later, Captain Dickson found himself at the forefront of another aviation milestone, though a far more tragic one. On 1st October 1910, while flying in Milan, Italy, Dickson's Farman biplane was involved in the first mid-air collision ever recorded. A French aviator, René Thomas, piloting an Antoinette monoplane, accidentally collided with Dickson in mid-flight. Both pilots survived, but Dickson was severely injured, suffering lasting damage that would plague him for the rest of his life. This crash marked a pivotal moment in aviation safety and the early recognition of the dangers that would come to define air combat. Although Captain Dickson never flew again after the collision, his work behind the scenes continued to influence military aviation. In a chillingly prophetic report written in 1911 to the British government, he foresaw the future of air warfare with uncanny accuracy. He warned that in the event of a European conflict, both sides would field large air corps engaged in a fight for aerial supremacy, a prediction that would come true with devastating effect during World War I. His recommendations laid the groundwork for the formal establishment of the Royal Flying Corps in 1912, cementing his legacy as one of the key visionaries behind the militarization of aviation. Unfortunately, Captain Bertram Dickson would not live to witness the full realization of his predictions. His health, irreparably damaged by the injuries sustained in Milan, continued to deteriorate over the next few years. On 29th September 1913, at the age of just 39, Captain Dickson passed away at Lochrosk Castle in the Scottish Highlands. He was laid to rest in the Sinnock Nabhain burial ground in the small settlement of Ashenalt, a quiet resting place for a man who had soared so high in life. The burial site offers a serene but poignant reminder of the man who, despite his short life, played a fundamental role in shaping the future of aviation. Today, the Strathbran area, where Dickson is buried, is a frequent low-level training route for modern military jets, and it's said that pilots often dip their wings in respect when they pass over his grave, an acknowledgement of the incredible legacy left by this pioneering Scotsman. As we reflect on the life of Captain Bertram Dickson, we remember a man who not only ventured into the uncharted skies, but also foresaw the critical role aviation would play in modern warfare. His work, his courage, and his vision have left an indelible mark on both Scottish history and the broader world of aviation. Thank you for joining us on This Day in Scottish History. I'm Colin MacDonald, and until next time, haste you back.